Hey, what's good, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to increase your PPC lead quality for seller leads, right? So, if you've ran PPC before with either a campaign manager or you've done it on your own, you probably ran into issues like getting, other wholesalers reaching out to you, getting listed properties, or getting spam, right? And ultimately, in PPC, especially for real estate investors and to get motivated seller leads in your inbox, we want to focus on creating the highest viability rate possible, right? Even a few percentage points, from 50 to 60 to 70% can make a huge difference on your return on investment. Ads are not cheap. I know clients of mine that spend, over, 30 grand a month just in Google AdWords. And, a lot of the time, these are very expensive clicks or very expensive leads, depending on their strategy. And if we can create a higher qualified lead, it leads to much higher ROI for the company, right? So today I'm going to be basically breaking down how we do this and how we're increasing the lead quality for our clients. So that way you can see exactly what we're doing to, do this and really, have it impact their business. Okay. So on the screen here, you see a really basic flow chart. It's going through and showing us basically from start to finish what happens basically from the time that somebody clicks on the ad to when they finish on our website, right? So on the left-hand side, you basically have here somebody clicking on the ad, they become a visitor, and one of two things is going to happen. They're either going to submit the form or they're going to leave, of course. And if they submit the step one form, which collects their phone number, their property address, and their name, then it'll push them to a survey, right? Now, typically, what happens is when with other campaign providers and with what's taught out there, typically what happens is somebody clicks on the ad, right? A visitor goes on the website, they submit the form, and the conversion action is fired, right? Even if it is a listed property, even if it is a wholesaler, even if it's spam, etc. And it's not actually training Google the correct way, and it's not training the algorithm for Google to properly bid on your clicks, right? And so what's happening is if we have this conversion action right here after step one, and a listed property comes through the pipeline or a wholesaler comes through the pipeline, Google is taking those data points and using it in its bid strategy to then generate more leads like those previous visitors that turned into leads, right? So if we have people that become a lead and or a wholesaler, or become a lead and we're listed, Google's going out and think it's doing a great job generating you leads, when in reality, it's just generating a lead in their sense, but not a qualified or ideal lead in your sense, right? Google does not know inherently what a good lead is from a bad lead. And so we need to train Google and only push the qualified data back into the platform to then get the algorithm really dialed in and getting us a higher viable rate, right? So again, other campaign providers are going ahead and just, running a conversion action, which is an action in Google that says, hey, this is a lead, right after the first form or without, any qualifications, right? So they're just saying, hey, whoever submits this form is going to become a lead in Google. And it's a problem because it considers listed properties, wholesalers, and anything in between that's not qualified a lead. And Google's going to think it's doing a great job when they're spending your money and you're not getting the results you want, right? So let's talk about how we fix this. And this is a pretty simple fix. We spent a good amount of time putting it together in our tech stack and really making it easy for anybody who uses REI Deal Systems management service, or if you just use like our landing pages, which we're going to be rolling out here as a service as well. If you don't want to actually sign up for campaign management, but this is something we do for all of our clients. So what's going to happen, instead of us feeding the wrong data back into Google, what we're going to do is we're going to push this visitor who already gave us their information, right? They already provided their phone number, their property address, and their name. We're going to push them to a survey, right? I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like in a second, guys, on the website. But we're going to push them to a survey, and on that survey, we're basically looking at, all right, did they submit it or not, right? If it's submitted, they're put through a number of questions to qualify them on whether or not we're going to push them back to Google as a conversion, right? So if, for our instance, they are marked as the owner of the property and the property is off market, then we're pushing it into Google and saying, all right, this was a lead, Google. But if they say, hey, the property is listed, or hey, I'm a wholesaler, we're not pushing that data back into Google, right? You're still going to get the lead, but we're not pushing that data back into Google because we don't want to train your algorithm to look for the wrong clicks, right? We want to train your algorithm to look for the correct clicks, not the wrong ones, all right? So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like here on a basic landing page that we have put together. This is actually the landing page that I use for a majority of my clients, and one that works very, very well. We consistently convert over 30% on it. So I'm going to show you guys that right now. All right, so here we're on our landing page, right? This is just a templated landing page that we built out for our clients, and will be one of the landing pages available in our landing page service that we're rolling out here soon. It's a good looking site, gets the job done, does everything that we need, etc. Right? So what's going to happen is the user is going to come to this form. They're going to fill out their information. So we're going to put Joe, Bob, and we're going to fill out a phone number here and a random address. And we're going to click Get My Cash Offer, right? It's going to take us to another page here, which is this survey. And in the survey, it's going to ask us, like, hey, why are you selling? So selling a vacant house. Excellent. Flooring is repairs. And this is where we're getting into these qualification questions. If they click, hey, I am the agent or the wholesaler, what's going to happen is we're not going to push them to the correct final URL where we're firing that conversion action, right? And if this doesn't mean anything to you, or if it doesn't make sense to you, don't worry. It's kind of some advanced stuff here, so don't worry about that. All you need to know is that it does the job correctly for you, and we already have it set up for you, so you don't need to worry about it. But it's really handy to know, so that way if you are trying to do this on your own, you can get an idea of how to do it, etc. You can just plug straight into our landing page software and use it once it's out, right? So are you the owner of this property or an agent wholesaler selling this property? Yes, I own the property, right? Is your property listed with a real estate agent? No, it's not listed. Again, if they mark yes, it's going to push them to a different final URL that does not have the conversion action on it and will not fire, right? And this is just the remainder of the information here, selling as soon as possible. And now we are on our, thank you page, etc. Right? So that's really it in terms of the strategy that we have here to increase our lead quality. Now, in the beginning, if you just launch your campaign and you're very new to PPC, if it's just been like a couple weeks or a month, and you are getting some wholesaler leads or some listed leads, don't worry. Ultimately, you just need to keep spending money on Google, keep driving leads back into the pipeline here, and the algorithm is going to over time steer your campaign into the right location for who we're targeting, right? So if this is something that you want in your business, guys, if you want us to run your ads for you, the same ads that I've been using in my own business for over 3 years at this point, and you want to get on a call to see if we're a fit to actually run your ads, there's a link in the description at the bottom where you can book a call, and we'll talk about whether or not we're fit to work together. And then in the oncoming weeks, I will be launching our landing page software, where basically you will be able to get access to landing pages just like this one, and can utilize these benefits here. In that landing page software, there will be training on how to do all this stuff and how it's going to work. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and there was a lot of great content and actionable content for you to use here to go ahead and increase your lead quality. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care.